Greetings and hello once again. This here is the ancient spirit Tralaka. Well, at least in spirit. So today we're going to talk about in intricate details about healing from a situation within my own life numerous years ago. I had a very bloody and gruesome factory accident, and I had all the muscles in my right forearm ripped out of my arm. It was like filleted like a fish, and my radial nerve was actually ripped out and was missing. But here we go. When I was in the first recovery room after that accident, the doctor came in and I was talking to him, and he was suggesting that because the radial nerve missing from my lower right arm, he told me that I'll definitely be needing a microsurgeon for a second surgery to most likely use tendons to do the work of the radial nerve. I asked him, uh-huh. So it's like moving in a super info highway, or rather super info freeway, to replace the very narrow country road that the radial nerve was, which did not have options for easy repair on its data file. The doctor looked at me with rather a blank look. He goes, yeah, you could use that for an explanation. It's kind of strange. But he goes, yeah, you can use that. He goes, you know, where did you get that from? I said, well, I've worked with healing for quite a long time. So I asked the doctor, so that possible tendon transfer is like a super freeway to transfer information, right? Because this is what the radial nerve used to do before it quit working and quit its job and left. The doctor said, uh-huh. Hmm, you're strange. I'm like, thank you. So this is the mindset da, 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 I used for working in all those weeks after the accident before my next surgery. and then and then the weight wasn't didn't seem to be much, because what I did, I focused with very intricate detail in 2 meditations a day on this. I am calm, I am relaxed, I have no disagreements within or outside of my body or on my body. I am at peace. I swipe clear my outer body to wipe clear the old energy before I go within. I call to me two of the most sacred, highest life forms I know, only so they protect me during this meditation and when I come out. So it's clean. So any junk that I have with me when I'm inside with the healing is cleared away, and I'm not bringing that trash into the outside of me. So I am calm. I am protected without exception. We go within to counsel the harmed areas and apply love and reassurance. The damage can be repaired. And it was not the arm's or any part of its mistake, for that arm is truly loved as the same. Oh, inner right arm, I visit you. I tell you with a brand new super information highway coming in for you, which will be getting you so much faster performance. And I tell you, as I love you the same as the rest of the body, you will not just have full use of new information, but some of these parts will be enhanced because of this super information highway, which is getting put in and replaced. You are loved. You are healed. all the information you need to transfer will happen faster than before. You will have to adjust to this, oh dear right arm, as well as the brain on this body, as the speed as the information coming and going from the right lower arm, hands, and fingers. You are so loved. You are whole because you are loved. You are complete. There is no pain. You have no pain because you are not at fault. You feel healthy and stronger than before. You are loved. You are whole. Remember, remember, remember this truly. As I leave the inner part of my arm with my protections at my sides, I am complete. And I remove back to the outer physical world. I am here in my room. I am whole and clear of any effects. You may now leave until next time, O sacred ones. Namaste. My spirit honors your spirit. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. This is the basis upon I used for wording which I had received while in a meditation within the first night that I was injured, to use to help with the healing. So some weeks like before they were actually going to take off that last cast, I already had the full ability to move my fingers, my thumb, my arm, my hand. I could see very clearly the entire time in my meditative state that my right arm was already working, already ready for my that inner blueprint commonly called the battery pack, which serves the incoming energy to the physical body, so the physical body is animated and fully workable within the meditations or spirit realms. So, the point of the physical body part to heal is a matter of the physical body being within the time, well, this planet is in, or rather within, versus the spirit form of the human body, which is not directly in the physical, though it affects one, and this affecting each of the bodies. Both of these have to be healed. Not just one, not just other. All of them have to be healed with detail and have no excuses that, well, this won't work, or this won't work, or this is an exception, because this is how you end up having pains long after accidents, because parts of your bodies, because you have multiple physical, non-physical, plus your that little blueprint battery pack to get healed. And this is very, very intricately important to understand. This kind of human shell we all have is wired to make the physical body be animate, okay? Now, with full stable control in this three-dimensional world we are still in. What a bummer. So first things when you work on healing your body through meditations is to heal the outer, or rather non-physical body, the blueprint or battery pack as some call it. Then work on healing the outer body, which is the physical body, which is very easily hurt. Huh. This way the healing energies are layered in a correct manner to reestablish a much more full healing. This is important to understand. This way the healing energies are layered in correct manner to reestablish a more full healing. Remember what affects that one affects the other. If you're in a spiritual battle, many times the inner non-physical body is injured, and that also needs to be healed through meditations to heal that part, or rather that aspect of you, and reestablish that harmony and healthy connection of both bodies. So you always got to make sure both bodies are healed. I've always, without exception, bring the highest sacred beings to be with me during these kinds and all other kinds of meditations. Let's say I have many years of experience uh, on these things. Okay, it's important because the human shell has so many areas which the lower spirits or lower energies or uh, poor influence beings can hide out, and normally not even felt by the humans whose body it is working on healing themselves, or through process like this they won't even feel that. This does not take into consideration the many caverns and its off branches of the human brain for hideouts for lower spirits, or those in questionable reputation, or lower energies or beings to hide in. We're not necessarily hijacking the body, but shacking up for a while, which can cause a person all sorts of issues, or whether it be health or mental or both, or so many other variables. A lot of times this is where this goes in a situation. Cutting to the quick on here. When that last surgeon, he opened up my cast after months and months of getting my cast changed from my fingertips to my armpit, he took it off and he says, "You're not going to be able to move this for probably another 6 months. You might be able to get some twitching of your fingers, but," he says, "I'm a career surgeon. This is how it works. This is always how it works." And I looked up at him. My hand was still in the cocked position where it's been for like 4 or 5 months. And I smiled and I stretched my hand all the way out. And I wiggled my fingers like I'm playing a keyboard or air guitar, and then I did a full hey wave smile, and then I put my arm back into position. The surgeon looked at me and he sat down. He goes, "You're not supposed to be able to do that. I'm a surgeon. I know you can't do that stuff." Then he got up and he goes to the office door. He closes the door. He comes back down. He sits back down and he says, "Do that again. Let me see you do that again." And I'm like, I see that. We're playing two parties here. Okay. So I did a whole thing. He says, "You're not supposed to do that." I said, "Well, I never studied law. I studied spirituality on the aspect of a spiritual being." So this is part one of the healing of the right arm and the situations pertaining to. This is the ancient spirit Tralaka. Good day. Travel good tonight. Travel far. And take notes when you wake up. This is Tralaka. Good night.